Jake Paul vs. Tyron Woodley has just been announced. There has to be a glitch in the system. Yo, what is up, guys? It is your boy CB Prodigy here, and today I have another boxing video. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why in the absolute flying f*** are you wearing a hoodie inside? To be honest, I feel a little bit sick, so just bear with me, okay? Just deal with the doucheness for a little bit, please. As I don't have sleeves. I'm just an ass. Nevertheless, Jake Paul vs. Tyron Woodley has just been announced, and honestly, I'm pretty excited about it. But for many reasons, this is going to be Jake's hardest fight, in my opinion. Now, if you don't know who Tyron Woodley is, here's just a few examples of what he can do.
Heavy hands, great wrestling. Tyron Woodley is so fast and so powerful. Constantly sweet. Oh! That's it.
Yeah, what an absolute beast. Plus, he's a former UFC champion. Now, if you just look at it from that standpoint, it looks to just be an easy fight. But I'm not really sure. Now, going into this fight, do I have more confidence making this prediction against Jake? 100%. But like I've stated in past videos, it's still not a boxer. Now, don't get me wrong, this is definitely a step up. This is a huge jump. I mean, he's taking on a former UFC champion. Like, you have to give him credit. Now, before we get into all that, let's just go over the facts. Tyron Woodley is shorter than Jake. Jake even weighs more. And I'm pretty sure he has a little bit bigger reach. So realistically, Jake has all the better attributes. But the difference in this fight and the past fights is now Jake is facing someone who has incredible punching power. So with that being said, if Jake does get clocked, it is going to be a very rough night for him. And you know, Jake is 24. Tyron Woodley is like 39, 40. So he's at least 15 years younger. Now, is Woodley the same as he was whenever he was UFC champion? Of course not. But he still does have that experience, knowledge, and edge when it comes to fighting. You know, they just had their face off and they were going back and forth. You know, I mean, it's just Jake being Jake. So, you know, I think Jake believes he can win, and I think Woodley thinks that he can win. Now, my honest prediction about this fight, I feel like if Woodley takes it seriously, he will win. Now, even after the face-off, Floyd Mayweather even said that he wanted to train Woodley and bring him into his camp, just so he can beat Jake. Now, if he does that and he takes it seriously, I do not know how he can lose. Because in all the betting that I've seen, Jake is actually the favorite. Like, a former UFC champion, and that's crazy. Now, listen, if Jake does pull out the victory in this fight, you have to put respect on his name. Now, listen, he's still an asshole and one of the most annoying people that you could watch. Even if he steps in the ring with a former UFC champion, and if he wins, like, or even if he doesn't, like, that's still such a feat, bro. Like, that's crazy. Honestly, I might have to make a follow-up video when it's a little bit closer to the fight. Now, of course, with boxing, you know, you have to have a tight stance. And in MMA, you can't really have that because there's a lot more factors that come into play rather than just hands being thrown. Now, whenever you're looking at that with Woodley, he doesn't really fight like that. But if you see some boxing footage of him, you do see that he does have a tight stance. But nevertheless, we'll see what happens on fight night. You know, like I said, I do have to back Tyron Woodley, but you know, anything can happen because it is a boxing match. Anyways, to wrap up the video, if Tyron Woodley takes it seriously, he wins. No doubt in my mind. If he doesn't, it will be a very close fight in my opinion. You know, you have to give it to him. Jake has put in work. Now, I still would like to see him fight an actual boxer just to see where his skills lie. You know, I know a bunch of Jake Paulers might say like, oh, these people weren't fighting pro-level boxers at this stage. And it's like, yeah, but they also don't have the profile of Jake Paul and claim that they're the king of boxing and, you know, was blessed and, others. So it's kind of like you can't like make these claims and then not fight people to back it up. But I definitely think this is a step in the right direction. Because I'm not going to be one of those haters that say, oh, he's just ducking fights and all this other shit. Like, I mean, it's a UFC champion. Like, you gotta give it to him. Nevertheless, we'll see how he does, and I'll make a reaction about it. But anyway, who do you think will win this fight? Will Jake Paul shock the world again? Or will Tyron Woodley be the unsung hero that we all needed? Anyways, it has been your boy CB Prodigy, and I'll see you guys next time.